In 2013, the beef inside this Petri dish cost $330,000 to produce. Today, the cost to grow a single kilogram of cultivated meat mass has fallen below $15. This rapid cost reduction addresses a massive logistical problem. Conventional livestock farming currently occupies nearly 80% of the world's habitable land, as seen in these crowded feedlots, while generating a significant portion of global greenhouse gas emissions. The emerging alternative is cellular agriculture. This is the science of producing meat that is biologically identical to conventional beef or poultry, grown from isolated animal cells without the need for breeding, raising, or slaughtering a living animal. Despite the promise, many experts initially viewed this as an engineering impossibility. A major 2021 report by researcher David Humbird used a techno-economic analysis, a method of modeling the performance of a commercial process, to claim that the math of scaling this technology simply would not work in the real world. While advocates viewed cultivated meat as a necessary climate solution, the early data suggested these products would remain too expensive to ever compete in the global food market. The growth process happens inside a bioreactor, where animal cells are submerged in a nutrient-rich fluid called media. This broth provides the sugars and amino acids the cells need to begin rapidly multiplying. This chart highlights what experts thought was a hard limit. The Humbird analysis calculated that the cost of this nutrient broth could never drop below $1 per liter, setting a permanent price floor. But the industry smashed that barrier in just 4 years, now producing media for under 50 cents. Beyond cheaper media, companies have also increased cell densities to 90 grams per liter. This is 50% higher than the maximum predicted by skeptics, which significantly increases the total volume of meat produced in every batch. To follow the real-time engineering breakthroughs that are making these technologies possible, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. The growth of the cells is no longer the primary economic obstacle. Instead, the cost of cultivated meat is beginning to track the same downward path we saw with solar panels and batteries, where increased production consistently drives prices lower. While manufacturing a loose smash of cells for burger patties is straightforward, creating a structured cut of meat like a steak requires a complex architectural approach. This requires scaffolding, a three-dimensional framework giving cells a surface to anchor to, guiding them to align into muscle fibers. Engineers build these using edible materials like textured soy protein and electrospun nanofibers, thin strands mimicking the animal's natural environment. Aligning the cells along these scaffolds is necessary to create the fibrous chew and texture that consumers expect from a premium cut of meat. Success in three-dimensional scaffolding allows cultivated meat to directly challenge the traditional market for whole-cut steaks and fillets. The industry recently passed a major regulatory milestone. Companies like Upside Foods and Eat Just have now received both FDA safety clearance and USDA label approval to sell their products in the United States. Rather than immediate mass-market distribution, these products are starting in a few exclusive restaurants to introduce the technology to the public through high-end culinary experiences. Renowned chefs are leading the rollout, with Dominique Crenn in San Francisco and Jose Andres in Washington, D.C., becoming the first to feature cultivated chicken on their menus. These federal approvals establish cellular agriculture as a regulated, legitimate category of food production, moving the technology out of the research phase and into the commercial market. The environmental shift is documented in life cycle analyses, studies that measure the total impact of a product from raw material to consumption. If powered by renewable energy, cultivated meat can reduce the carbon footprint of beef by up to 92%. The efficiency gains extend to land use as well, with the process requiring up to 90%. For the first time, the production of meat has been decoupled from the life and death of a whole animal. This technology is no longer a fringe experiment. It is a functional, regulated part of the global food system.